Africa First is a program that selects 5 filmmakers each year to give both production and creative support to throughout the year. The winning filmmakers come to New York and they network with Focus Features as well as our advisory board, who are experts in the world of African cinema. We're genuinely interested in what these filmmakers have to say about their environments and about their world. We don't have a mandate or an idea of what they should be making their films about. They come to us and tell us what it is that they want to say.
The program itself is unique. Nothing rivals it for African cinema. The legacy of it is that so many filmmakers who have passed through this program have gone on to do some other extraordinary work.
Africa First is in its 6th year. We've had now 30 filmmakers come through the program. We've had filmmakers screen in Berlin, Sundance, Locarno, Rotterdam, the Toronto International Film Festival, and we've also had a film be nominated for a BAFTA award. We select filmmakers that we think have something different to say about their world, about their environment, and who we think have a very powerful voice. When you see a science fiction film from Kenya or a fantasy from Zambia, all of a sudden your definition of what African cinema is starts to change, and that's something that we're very proud about.
Africa First brings in some of the most sophisticated young filmmakers we've seen coming up through the ranks. Young African filmmakers tend to have tastes that range the spectrum of world cinema, both from kind of Hollywood all the way through to the kind of the hardest of the hardcore art house. Really bring to the table a kind of cinephilism you don't see necessarily even in top-rank American film schools.
The Summit Weekend comprises of a few different elements. We work creatively with the filmmakers and talk about their scripts, but that's not really all we do. We also really try to genuinely interact with the filmmakers. We have dinners, we have events, we do screenings. What happens over the course of that, a real dialogue develops. These advisors really know what the deal is. And now we can get to, okay, we know it's hard, we know this is gonna be challenging, but we're still gonna push you to do it because we know it can be done.
All the advisors are really excited to get into our work and pull it apart and help us to improve it. So, you pick up on that energy as well.
But it's also a very social time. So they get a sense of what the industry is about. Because sometimes a lot of the young filmmakers may be working in isolation. And what we want to do is to provide this wider network, this support structure to bring those stories to fruition.
The thing about Africa First that will probably change me the most is giving more importance to an international audience. I was hell-bent right after school saying, no, Tanzanian people, they just said my film, I'm going to make Tanzanian internal jokes and no one else is going to get, and we're going to laugh. So I think it's making me focus more on no, it has to be able to be more accessible by a larger audience.
One of the unique things about the Africa First program is that it's sponsored by Focus Features, who also distributes the films in North America.
I think Focus is about challenging people to tell stories in an unconventional way. It's always been a filmmaker-based company looking for new stories that aren't kind of coming out of Hollywood. We've always tried to remain edgy and distinctive, and we felt that there was a way to find voices in Africa that weren't getting a chance to be heard here in the States, and it was very important to us.
I think Africa First has become a brand in and of itself, and it's bringing something to the table for everyone involved. These films are circulating. They're adding to the catalog of world cinema. How fantastic is that?